And there's good news for lecturers and students of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology as it goes viral with all academic work. They can now access for free the KNUST e-learning platform known as Virtual Academic Space. Originally used only by the Institute of Distant Learning, it's been upgraded from 1 functioning feature to 9 with capacity for over 65,000 students. JoyNews KNUST correspondent Barkisu Mohammed brings us the update.
At an academic board meeting on Monday, 4/2020, there was a decision for end-of-semester assessment to be based on students' average score of 3 to 5 written assignments per course. It therefore became incumbent on the university management to make online learning easily accessible. Dr. Ahmed Ejapon is Deputy Director at the Institute of Distance Learning. He says new servers and features were installed to facilitate the transition to the virtual class.
We only had a virtual classroom where we put our materials and do our online teaching and conduct examination and what have you. But when we installed the new servers, our technical team, led by our UITS and the director and the university IT consultant, came together to upgrade the system to add extra features. So now you hear that we have brought the entire university to our virtual space.
The addition of Prempeh II Library to the space comes, perhaps, with even greater excitement. Dr. Henry Kofi Mensah is head of KNUST Department of Human Resource and Organizational Development.
We thought that we can digitize this place where students, wherever they find themselves, will be able to access it with their credentials and take all the books that they need. If you look at, if you go into this space, you will see that almost all the books that we have in the library have been digitized, especially those that have latest edition and have electronic copies.
Meanwhile, lecturers who are unfamiliar with the virtual class platform are undergoing training to enable them access it with ease.
We have set up these computers so that individual lecturers who have problems with teaching online can come here physically, and as you see, the place is spaced out enough so you can record and teach real time here.
Maintain a distance of 25 distance units.
Professor Samuel Saki is a lecturer at the Mechanical Engineering Department and also director at the Technology Consultancy Center. He lauded the system, though he is concerned about network challenges students face.
The systems we have here are very user-friendly. The only challenges that we face sometimes is when you have to write something, then there are difficulties. Sometimes the students can't see very clearly what you are writing. Other times they don't see anything at all. Sometimes the writings become blurred. Other problems that the students face has to do with their own networks at their end.
Replicating this in Ghana has become one difficult task for many universities due to inadequate resources. For KNUST, using online written assignments seems the best authorities can offer now. Whether this favors every student or not, it's a topic for discussion on another day. Reporting for JoyNews, Barkisu Mohammed.
Well, KNUST comprehensively going virtual and talking about how virtual we can be. That's what we always do, and we've been doing that since the period of coronavirus. And of course, today we're going to have some virtual interactions. And again, let me just surprise you of what we're going to have. Towards the latter part, we're going to have a great interaction with Akwabwa. We brought you his gospel medley. You did enjoy that. You can get more of his songs, get acquainted with them as we do that interaction. But foremostly, we'll have an interaction with the General Secretary of the governing New Patriotic Party, John Boadu. And look, all the topical issues right here, ask him those critical questions as we find a way to get into his mind as to what currently is in the mind of the New Patriotic Party in relation to issues of registration by the EC, current allegations from the NDC, particularly about collusion with the NIA and all those relevant issues. But we also do know that schools need to reopen. When they have to reopen, how they have to reopen, how they have to conduct teaching and learning is a great subject all of us could have a guess at. But we want to aggregate everybody involved in education right here. And we're going to have NAT representatives, Concerned Teachers Association representatives, and Peter Antipati is going to help us with many of the relevant issues. Stay with us. We'll be right back.